Hi, this is Mystic Mary with Tarot.teatime, and I'm here to do a pick a card reading. This reading is going to focus on messages from your spirit guides, from the universe. Really just getting all the tea. So, take a minute, pause the video if you need to, tune in to which crystal is calling your name or calling you in. I have Amethyst and Rose Quartz. So take a second, choose your pile, and we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so if you chose pile 1 with the Rose Quartz crystal, here, I'll bring it a little bit closer so you can get a good look at it. And pile 1. So we're gonna flip through these cards and see what messages come through. I'm so excited. It took me forever to work out some troubleshooting to make this happen. Still not perfect, bear with me. I'm just starting off, and I kind of have a rigged system to do this overhead shoot, but or shot, or however you want to say that. But we're doing what we can, and it'll grow from there. So take a deep breath in the nose, out of the mouth, and let's lock in. So we're gonna put our oracle cards off to the side first. Okay, set those there, set those there. And we're just gonna pull out our 6 tarot cards. I might pull more for more clarification. If this is enough, we'll stick with the 6. But let's see what we've got. Wow, okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles to start. That is some strong, opportunistic energy. So we're gonna put her right in the middle, okay? We're gonna clarify this card with the next card. Okay, Temperance in the reverse. We have the 6 of Cups in the reverse, clarified by the 10 of Pentacles, okay? We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. That's actually, 10 of Wands is never really a great card, but it's better than, you know what, we're gonna keep going into it. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Let me get a sip of water. So, the tea from the universe is that there is an opportunity around the horizon. On the horizon, around the river bend, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I keep getting these phrases flooding my mind right now. So there is an opportunity around the corner. That's what I meant to say. But you're not patient. You're feeling kind of antsy right now. You're feeling a little bit shaken up as well. I'm seeing your nervous system is out of balance. You're not this opportunity is being delayed because you're overindulging and you're overworking yourself. You're being a little bit too serious and too focused, maybe. Okay. Sometimes I speak a little too soon. I'm seeing that you are too much of an opportunistic person at this time. Because of that, you're hindering yourself. I almost want to say harming yourself. I'm seeing someone who is buried in work, buried in responsibilities. Almost like a yes man, but a yes man in the sense that it's not so much that people are asking you to do favors. It's more so that you're looking for things to do to fill your time, every moment of time. This is a karmic cycle. This might be inherited behavior. This might be something you watched a parental figure do or a mentor do. But you're a little too serious right now. So let's see. I mainly want to point out too that there's a huge weight of burnout. Like, my legs are feeling heavy right now. They weren't really feeling that way before this reading. They're feeling, now given I did work out yesterday, but I didn't do a leg workout, but I didn't notice any type of pains or feelings, but I'm becoming hyper aware of the sensation of like heaviness in my muscles. So I'm getting burnout from that, overworked. It could even be with the gym. You might be overdoing it. Either way, there's a bit of toxic, opportunists, how would you say that? You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, we're gonna pull those last. We're gonna do your Work Your Light Oracle. We have 3 of these, I believe. Yeah. You have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, switch up your situation. Switch up your routine. I'm seeing a lot of rigidity in your routine. A lot of militant essences or militant behaviors. Patterns, that's the word, in your routine. I'm also like, I picked a playlist of water sounds and instrumentals, and the water dripping in the back, it's giving me like, you need to create zen in your life with this Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Meditation can change your energy. Sitting by a running creek can change your energy. Doing yoga, dancing, literally dancing. Okay, let's see what else we got. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Okay. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? I actually said this word in the tarot reading that I posted on my TikTok page today. I didn't even draw this card earlier. I just used the word because I was thinking of the card and like that word stood out to me. So I'm seeing that, well, first off, that reading might be relevant, so check it out. I don't even remember what it was about, to be honest, because a lot of the times I just get in the zone, and then once I'm out of the zone, it's like all memory is lost of what I just spoke about. So, excuse me, I was getting a sip of water, and I forgot to stop speaking first, so. You're in over your head. You were drowning in the weight of what you perceive to be heaven, what you perceive to be your zen. You need to create this Lemuria, sorry, I'm saying it wrong, Lemuria. You need to create that heaven on earth in your life. It says it's happening, but I'm actually being told to like ignore that part, and more so being told to say create heaven on earth. It's not necessarily there yet. It's almost like you're convinced that whatever you're doing is going to create this heaven on earth, but it's actually harming you more than it's benefiting you. But you know that. You know this within your gut because you feel the burnout, you feel the overstimulation, and you know that there has to be another way. So, we're going to pull our illustrated Herbiary Oracle cards. I think I have 2. Yes. We have Burdock Group. Tap your resources. Okay? Literally said that in the reading earlier too. I said exhaust your resources. So seriously, if you chose pile 1, check out my latest TikTok reading. I'm trying to remember what it was about. I think it was just a message from Spirit. I think that was like the category, messages from Spirit. Something like that. Go check it out on my TikTok page. Today is May the, oh God. What's today's date? It's like the 28th or something. Don't quote me on that. Tap your resources and distill yourself with time. You need an energy reset. You need an energy cleanse. You need an energetic field cleanse. I'm also seeing rose quartz needs to be added to your day-to-day routine. You need to carry it with you. Wear it on your neck. I've been doing that lately myself, and it's really tremendously helped, like almost invigorate me and bring a sense of calm to my anxiety. And a sense of self-appreciation. And with this tap your resources, what I'm seeing as like the message is that you have the means. I'm seeing somebody who has a lot of things at their house for this type of practice. Like maybe you have a meditation pillow or cushion that you can sit on. Maybe you have all the bells and the charms and the incense and even the workout equipment, the wellness tools. You have them available at your disposal, whether that's a gym membership or you have them at your house, and you're being told to tap your resources. I'm seeing a dusty treadmill. Please don't take that the wrong way, but I'm seeing a dusty treadmill, like potential, stagnant potential. Okay, you're being asked to jump into the water to distill yourself, the metaphorical water, maybe the literal water. Maybe you like to swim. Maybe you need some water in this very pentacles and like burden driven mindset. Like, okay, so your passions and your emotions are in the reverse. Anything with water on it or with passion on it is in the reverse right now. And it's like a ticking like clock. Like you are just running around the hamster wheel, focusing on your pentacles. You need to slow down, okay? Okay, get more information. Get more information if you believe. If you can believe, you can maintain this goal for this foundation, what it is that keeps you driving this chaotic ride or whatever it is you'd like to call it, the rat race that you're playing. If you believe and you do your research and you ask your guides and you ask your higher self the steps that need to be taken, you can achieve this heaven on earth while maintaining the center goal. Wow, okay. So that was a very like to the point, all the tea from the universe kind of reading. I want to draw one more card to ask Spirit, what is some guidance that this collective can take into this new process? What is some guidance? What is some advice that your spirit guides would like to give you in order to achieve this heaven on earth while maintaining what you're working on? You need to learn how to set boundaries and learn how to stop taking on so many responsibilities. Learn how to say no. Learn how to say no, because you will still succeed. You will still bear the fruits of your labor. You will actually do it in a more, what's the word? Fulfilling and calm and zen way. Like, you can still be financially independent and say no to things. You can say no to jobs. You can say no to requests. You can say no if your schedule is full and you're having to clock in early in order to fit something in, you're harming yourself. Yes, there might be more money on your paycheck next time you get paid and you know, payday rolls around, but is it really worth it if anytime you have the free time to express yourself and express your joys and your passions, you would rather just take a nap? So you're being encouraged to learn how to say no and to work some sort of distillation practice into your day-to-day routine, whether that's a hot bath, a swim in a creek, like a river, a swim in a pool, even adding rose quartz to your day, meditating, things of that sort. Drink more water. That's a big one. Drink more water. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. So pile 1, that was your reading. I hope you got some good messages, and we're gonna go into pile 2. Okay, so I'm here with pile 2. If you chose the amethyst crystal, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and put your oracle cards off to the side. These are going to be messages from Spirit, all the tea that you need to know at this time. So, okay. So we have 6 tarot cards here. Ooh, my knee's hurting. Okay. We have 6 tarot cards here. I'm going to flip the first one, and it's going to go right in the middle, and that's going to be like the overall theme of the reading, signifier card. Okay, so the 4 of Pentacles. Fragility, saving money, keeping your cards close to your chest, being a little bit selfish with the intimate parts of you. Also being very, what's the word? I don't want to say territorial, but feeling the need to be in control of your security and your foundation. So it'll be clarified by, interesting, the 2 of Pentacles, okay? Time management, balancing work and play, maybe even like juggling what it is that you can share and what it is that you would rather keep to yourself, whether that's energy, information, money, your gifts, talents, things like that, okay? Opinions even. So we have the 6 of Wands clarified by the Hierophant in the reverse. Okay. We have the Justice card clarified by the 7 of Swords. So let me take a second to like soak this in. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Okay, so I'm seeing, sorry if there's a lot of background noise. It started raining and I also forgot to turn off my window unit AC and it's a little bit noisy, but hopefully you can hear me fine. I'm seeing that you might be a little bit too caught up in what it is people think of you and how you're perceived. You have a skewed misconception. You have a misconception of maybe how you're being perceived. Maybe you think you're being perceived in a way that you're not. I'm also seeing someone who cares a little bit too much about how they're being perceived, to the point where it is hindering you. And it's because you have had situations in the past where you have been told how you were perceived and it wounded you. There was a time of betrayal, a time of injustice, but you're in a place that I'm seeing, you're in a place right now of bringing justice, or what you think is bringing justice to yourself. I would suggest carrying some amethyst with you. If you chose this crystal is speaking to you right now and is saying that it can provide assistance. So go get you some amethyst. You can also call on the energy of crystals that are not present with the use of clear quartz. So if you have a clear quartz crystal, ask it to invite in the essence of amethyst. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Maybe you only have a clear quartz crystal. Like maybe you have that like a stone, or you have some jewelry or something like that, okay? You feel like by being frugal with what it is that you give to others, I'm seeing mostly energetically, but also like your foundational aspects, like money, a place to stay, a shoulder to cry on, things of that sort, okay? You're in a phase where you feel the need to stand up for yourself and to bring justice to a situation that once put you at rock bottom because of some sort of betrayal or deception. So we're going to flip over your oracle cards to get a little bit more tea. So what's going on here? Okay, so we have soul family. We have Mintaken, which is longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And we have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Okay. I'm getting a very, very deep sense of loneliness and like being the outcast. There's a mermaid here. If you know the original story of the Little Mermaid, you know that she was a lonely soul. She is the outcast. She is the girl with a tail, right? She is the girl who swims to the depths of the sea but is scared to even peek over the surface because humans, right? And I'm getting that you really relate to the archetype of the mermaid, and maybe there was a soul family of sorts that caused this betrayal, and now you are in a phase of transformation. You're in a zone, not a zone, maybe a zone, I don't know. You are in a moment of transformation. And you're changing on a deep level that you don't even realize by implementing these boundaries. It's funny because the reading before this, they were needing to implement more boundaries. Whoa. I'm seeing that you could even benefit from lightening up a tiny bit on your boundaries, but like keep your boundaries firm where you really believe they need to be. If you second guess yourself and you're like, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh, that's a moment where I would tell you to like, yes, maybe you can extend a hand or extend extend yourself in some way, right? Let loose for a moment. But I see that what it is that you're doing, I'm seeing the Hermit card right now, like behind the scenes, there's a lot of healing taking place. So now we're going to pull out our Herbiary Oracle. By the way, I forgot to show you that the first Oracle deck was the Work Your Light Oracle cards. I don't know if I should face them this way. But now we're pulling out the Herbiary Oracle. And you have a spoonful of sugar with marshmallow. And we are one by Quaking Aspen. The tea that the universe wants to tell you is that you're not alone because we are all a collective energy. By the way, if you feel like no pressure because everybody has their own soul family, but if you feel like you would like to test the waters of what I have going on, follow me on TikTok, message me, Actually, what you should do is comment under this reading and just say soul family. And if you say soul family, I will connect with you and get you set up in I have a group me for locals, but I also am building a platform on School, the School app. It's spelled SKOOL, and that is going to be a sort of a collective gathering area platform for the Mystic Mary Metaphysical collective. It's going to be called the Mystic Lounge, and it's a place where like-minded souls can come together and be one and share the sweetness that is this life we're living. And a spoonful of sugar I'm honestly getting that a spoonful of sugar card is telling you to find the sweetness within your solitude. I'm almost seeing someone baking. Maybe you enjoy baking, or maybe you enjoy sweets, you enjoy indulging. Maybe you even like marshmallows, like the really crappy ones or the really healthy ones. Like maybe you really like marshmallows, or like that foam, that texture, right? Share that with others. Maybe on a night where you plan on staying in and baking, there might be someone who's been on your mind and it would be worth extending an invite. It's okay if they don't come, because the energy that you carry is sweetness. So you will have a grand time no matter what. I'm hearing like put on your favorite movie. I'm seeing Sex in the City, 90s chick flicks, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, movies like that. Put on a movie you love. Sip some tea or some wine and bake a cake or eat a cake that's already been baked if you don't really like to bake, and just be in your divine sweet energy. But if you have been feeling like, you know, it might be a moment where you can invite someone in and there's an opportunity to do so, I encourage you to give it a shot and try again if it doesn't work the first time, you know. But don't let yourself get sucked into a cycle of desperation. Enjoy the moments where you are alone. Some of my deepest growth happened at my loneliest times, when I really got to know myself. That soul family is within you. Okay, you will connect with your soul family at one point in life. Everyone has the opportunity if they open their hearts to it, but it doesn't have to start there. It starts within you. That soul family will be so attracted to you naturally if you are in tune with yourself, your true self, and the sweetness that is within you. We have 2 more cards here. Okay. Oh my god. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. We have opportunity and success. So I literally just said if the opportunity presents itself, or I said something along those lines. I'm getting that this is your sign. Success, okay? This is your sign to try. But you also have this great, grand opportunity that Spirit is giving you during this time of solitude to fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with the routine of your day-to-day and the sweetness that is your soul. Okay, you have a very sweet soul, and it is shining through on this reading, and you have been done dirty. Oftentimes, the sweetest of us get done the dirtiest because we trigger something in others who do not carry that same sweetness. And so we're oftentimes used as a punching bag. But I encourage you to see the opportunity in life. It's almost like both readings are mirrors of each other, like they're the opposites. So group one was more so a little bit too opportunistic. They were a little bit too, they were looking for opportunities to connect and to work and to overwork and burn out. But for you, it's almost like you're being encouraged to step outside of the box a little bit. You could afford that. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. So that is all the tea from Spirit for you, from the universe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I will put the link in my description. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. These videos will get more, they will, what's the word? Not expand, but they will evolve with time. I will get a better camera eventually, and I will learn exactly what it is I need to say on every single camera take. But for now, it is what it is. Okay, I'm trying to start off step by step, and this is my first pick a card reading that, cross my fingers, is hopefully a success. I've had a lot of trouble getting these readings recorded correctly and posted, so hopefully this one works, but I think it will. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and that is all. Love you guys.